boys and girls. It's Miss Lisa, the art teacher. Welcome back to my table of art. Today is Tuesday, and it is only 3 days away from Christmas. So for those of you that are waiting for Santa's arrival, you have 3 more days. I'm so excited. I really can't wait. I think on Christmas Eve we're going to decorate my tree. I know my tree's not decorated yet. I've just been so busy I haven't had time. But we'll do it as a family. We'll do it together. We'll put all our balls and glitter and all the pretty shiny stuff on together and make it very festive and have a really nice fish dinner. That's what we do. We do the 7 fishes. Everybody has different traditions. Hanukkah is over now. They did the lighting of their candles, and Kwanzaa is coming up as well. But mine is a Christmas celebration, and it's an Italian version, which is of course the fish. So in honor of all the different holidays that will be celebrated, I thought it would be nice to make a multicultural snowman today. What do you think of that idea? I like to do things like that, incorporate as many holidays as I can, different religions, different traditions. So we're going to incorporate 4 different traditions into our project today. So I'm sending each of you a printout that looks like this. This one is for Kwanzaa. They only have 7 candles. This is the menorah for Hanukkah. They have 9 candles. This is what's like a clay pot. It's for Diwali. And they light the candle in the clay pot. And this one is going to represent Christmas for Santa Claus. And I also have a nice green glitter tree that I'm going to also incorporate. So you'll also get one of these little glitter trees. See that right there? How pretty? And what we're going to do is we're going to take the 3 circles that I sent you, and we're going to build a snowman. And I sent you some colored paper. Some of you might have blue, and some of you might have pink. And this is what we're going to place our snowman on. I made one prior, and I decorated him. It's going to look something like that. I added a lot of extra decorations, and you can do the same thing. And how are we going to decorate this? You can use markers. Markers will make it really vibrant. Crayons. Watercolor I don't really suggest because this is just regular printing paper. And this might rip the paper, the watercolor. But whatever you have is going to work, so not to worry, okay? So how about we get started? I'm going to bring you down to my table the way I usually do. Oh, and don't forget I sent you some cotton balls because we're going to add some fur to Santa's hat. And at the end, and also Santa wears a beard. So we're going to make a beard, mustache, and his big bushy eyebrows. Okay? All right, so come on down to my table and let's get started. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to start by cutting out our circles. And what I like to do to make it easier is to separate them first. So we're only working with 1 circle at a time. If you're having trouble cutting, please have somebody that's there with you to help you. And we're going to just try to stay around the lines. And believe me, if you don't make a perfect circle, that's better because snowmen aren't perfect circles. They have all the ridges and bumps as you roll it in the snow. By the way, did anybody see that snow? Isn't it beautiful? I'm hoping we're going to have a white Christmas, but I think the rain's going to wash all our snow away. I love a white Christmas, as long as I'm not driving in it. I don't want dangerous driving. I hope everybody's safe for the holidays. Anybody have anything special they're wishing for this year? I'm wishing that everybody is happy and healthy. That's my wish for the new year. That's right before I wish we can get together again and have in-class art. I miss that terribly. I'm doing my best to keep these projects interesting and fun, but I really can't wait to get back to school with you and really start teaching about the artist. Okay, so here's my 3 circles. We're going to put them aside for now. And I think I'm going to start with coloring my printouts here. Now, when I think of Hanukkah, a lot of the different blues come to mind. For some reason, Hanukkah is equated with blues, all beautiful blues. So I'm going to start coloring my menorah with this blue color. And I'm using markers because I really like the vibrancy of the blue of the markers. They're very bold colors when you color with them. So long as it's not drying out like this one. So let me see if I've got a new fresh blue behind me. Yes, I do. I have some better markers here. I hope this is the same blue though. If it's not, that's okay. It'll make it even more interesting looking. Let's just color in some blue. And these are those scented markers. I love these markers. Here we go. We're coloring in this nice blue menorah. Now, if you're home or in school, feel free to add glitter to your decorations, your menorahs, your Kwanzaa candles, whatever you have. If you have anything that could add to the beauty of your picture, feel free to add it. I sent in some glitter with your teachers so that when we make the snowflakes in the background with our white crayons, they could add some glitter to make them shimmer. We'll get to that later. Right now we're working on this. Coloring in our menorahs and our Diwali clay pot. And you could also go out of the lines because once we cut it out, you won't even notice. So we have candles that are lit. What color should we paint the candles? What do you think of when you think of hot colors? I think of red, orange, and yellow. That's like a hot flame. So maybe we'll do that. I have my yellow marker all ready to go. And I'm going to color in my flames of my menorah. Okay. Now what color should I color my candles? Maybe a lighter blue would be pretty. How about this blue? Let's see how that looks. Oh, that's very nice. That looks pretty. Look at this. All my markers are drying out. Let me see, here's another light blue like that one. Okay, that's better. So let's go back to these and I'll color over them. I really like markers. I just think they're so bold with their color. I like crayons too, but they don't come out as bold. We could use colored pencils too. We've got to do something with colored pencils soon because they're so pretty as well. Now when you cut out your menorah, you don't have to really go in between these candles if you don't want to. We could cut straight across. Either way, it's going to come out beautiful. All right, very nice. All right, so how about we start with our Santa hat? We don't have to color in the white part because that's where we're going to add the fur. So we're just going to color in the hat, and that's going to be red. So let's get our red marker out. And of course, you can color these any color you want, but if we're trying to stay to the colors of their holiday, the red hat would be appropriate. And here I have some red, but I think I'm going to use my big red marker for this one. There's a lot of area to cover on my Santa hat. Santa baby, hurry down the chimney for me. Oh, I don't know the words, but you know that Miss Lisa likes to sing, even though I don't have the best voice. But I'll keep you entertained with my singing. What are some of the other good Christmas songs? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. How was that, good? How about for our Hanukkah? I know a Hanukkah song. I know the dreidel song, and let's see, Hanukkah. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, but I don't know the Hanukkah song. Let's see. I used to be in a choir when I was in school. Believe it or not, I used to move my lips a lot without singing. This way I could stay on the team. Okay, so now over here, for Kwanzaa, we have the Kinara, which is, here's the menorah, here's the Kinara. And what they do is I already colored in the first candle, and that is black. And the reason that I colored the first one in is because that's the first one that is lit during Kwanzaa. And it represents the word unity. And that's the first day they light that first candle. And then the other three are red and the other three are green. So let's grab our red crayon again. And we'll put some red candles in here. 3 red on one side, 3 green on the other. And the black one is in the middle, representing unity. Here we go. And then we'll put 3 green ones on the other side. This is so calming doing this. It's very therapeutic, very relaxing. Art is so good for you, so good for the soul. It's a form of expressing yourself, letting loose everything that's inside of you that sometimes we can't always express with words. So we express it through our art. And I'd love to work on some art with that when we're together, because I think you would all love it. Okay, what color should we make this? This is usually brown. So let's see if I have a brown crayon. A base like that, but sometimes they have, their base is like gold. But I don't have a gold crayon, so, or a marker, so I'm just going to use the brown marker I have here. Oh, that's perfect. There we go. Finally, a marker that's not all dried up. I like this. What other holidays can you think of and different traditions that are celebrated? I know we have the Chinese New Year is coming up. I'm not sure what it's going to be the year of. Let me ask Siri. Siri, what is this year of the Chinese New Year going to represent? Let's see if Siri knows the answer to that. The ox. 2021 is the year of the ox. Okay. It's going to be the year of the ox. A very strong animal. And I think we all need to be strong for 21 because 20 was rough. Okay. Alright, again we have our candles that are lit. So how about we grab our yellow marker again and we'll color in our flames. Because the yellow, orange, or red are colors that can represent hot or heat or fire. So I'm using the yellow to represent my flames. Now we have the Diwali clay pot, which they light. So that would be brown, but I can decorate it any color I want. So I will make it brown though and add some glitter. I have some glue glitter I'm going to add to this one. I'm going to leave that. They love the color red. That's has some kind of meaning in there. Oops, let me get a better red. The red flowers. Something with their prayer. I'm not 100% sure, but I know there's something about the red color. Okay, do I not have any reds that work? Which is crazy. I'm going to have to get the big, oh, here's one. Oh, this is a teeny tiny one. I'll be here forever coloring red. That's okay. Nope, I can't do that. That's too little. Oh, I got to go back to the big one. The big Lebowski. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this smells good too. That smells so good. Here we go. This one's working fine. Okay. Now you could color this any color you want. You don't have to color the same color I'm doing. That's what I like about art. You can use your own artistic expression here. We don't have to copy each other. All right, now for this one, I'm going to make the flame yellow on the outside. We're going to add two colors here. It's such a big flame. I'm going to add some of the oil in the bowl. So I'm adding a little yellow here too. It's not as vibrant. And then I'm going to add, to show how hot this flame is, a little red in the middle. There we go. Now, if you notice, I haven't filled in these little dots here. And that's because I wanted to add the gold glitter. I have that gold glitter glue. So let me see, do I have it on my table here? Hang on one sec, I'm gonna go run and get it. Okay, look at this glitter I have, this glitter glue. This is really pretty. So I'm going to do a little glitter glue on the little dots and maybe around the edges to make it look really fancy. Here we go. Okay, so let's put some, maybe do a little bit around the edge here. I'm going to try not to make it too thick because I want it to dry by the time I'm ready to cut it out. And if it's not ready, then I could always cut it out later and glue it on later. Yeah, this makes it look really pretty. Oh, look at that. That looks beautiful. Look how pretty the gold glitter on the Diwali clay pot looks. You like that? And if you have any other glitter, gold, glue, you could put it on anything. Make everything look shinier and prettier. Okay, so let me put my cap back away. Always take care of your tools so you can always work with them. So I have to cover this up so it doesn't dry out. Put that away. I get all this glitter on me. So now I'm going to put this aside and we're going to go back to our snowman. So let's pull out our paper, whether you have the blue paper or you have the pink paper. Let's get that out because we want to start building our snowman. Now we have our 3 circles. We have one that's really big. We have a medium-sized circle. And then we have a smaller circle. So we have 3 different sized circles. And we want to build our snowman. So the largest circle, of course, is going to be on the bottom. And before we start building our snowman, we want to create a horizon line so it doesn't look like our snowman is just floating in the air. So if we take a marker, could be any color, black, blue, brown, yellow, whatever you want, and let's just create a horizon line. And I'm putting mine just below the halfway mark. Just below the halfway mark. This might be the halfway mark, it's just below. So then I'm going to start building my snowman, and I'm going to start with the bottom of my snowman right about here. And I'm not going to glue him down yet until I feel it out and see if I like that being where it is. Okay, if I did it like this, I still have room for his hat, but I might bring him down a little bit more scrunched together. So now I really have room for his hat. Okay, so once you decide you like where your circles will be, then of course we're going to glue them down. Now if you have the mark from the marker where we cut out, make sure you face that down. We don't want to see that. So that's the side where the glue is going to go. So I go all the way in a circle, turn it upside down, and place my first circle down. There we go. Then I'll take my medium-sized circle and do the same thing. Put the glue on the side where the marker line is, where we cut out. That's the second one. And then we'll take our smallest circle and we'll glue that up and place that right on top. That looks pretty good, right? Okay. So think about it. What does a snowman have? I think there's a song about it. Yes, there is. It's called Frosty the Snowman. Frosty the Snowman was a happy, jolly soul. Okay, here it goes. With a corn pipe. Nope. What does he have? He has with a corn cob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. I thought he had a carrot nose. Well, how about we make his eyes first, and you could do them any way you want. You can use just black circles. You can give him eyes like we have, like almond shapes. I'm going to give 2 big black eyes. Kind of look like coal to me. And he always used to have coal buttons, so I'm going to make some coal buttons coming down my snowman. Maybe I'll give it a little bit more of a square shape, irregular shape, because coal's not exactly round. And you don't have to do this. That's just something I want to do. And if he had a carrot nose, because he is a snowman, what color is a carrot? Orange, that's right. And it's sort of like a long, skinny triangle. Look at that. A long, skinny triangle going off to the side to create that carrot nose. And is he a happy snowman? Mine certainly is. So I'm going to give him a big happy smile. I'm going to use my good marker to make nice happy red lips. And being he's out in that cold, ooh, his cheeks must be rosy. So I'm going to take this nice soft pink and make big rosy cheeks because he's out in that cold. Do you like that? Very nice. Now he needs something else. Where's his arms? What do we usually use to make arms on a snowman? We use branches, so how about we use brown markers and we just give him some hands, which is like a stick going out, and maybe 2 little fingers, and one on this side. He's so happy. Look at him. What a happy, happy snowman. Okay, I'll give you a minute to catch up while I take a sip of my coffee. Okay, so now I'd say it's time we start cutting out our holiday symbols. So let's separate them first, and be careful if you put glitter on because it may not be dry, which I'm sure mine's not. And I think I'm going to start with my Santa hat. How cool does that look? So I'm going to cut around my Santa hat and do the best you can. Remember, we're going to add fur to our Santa hat. There we go. There we go. So now I have my Santa hat. So I'm going to place it on my snowman. And again, what do we need? Now look at my hat. It's not laying flat. So you know what? I'm not going to glue it all the way down. I'm going to let that pop up like that. Give it a little bit of a dimension like it's 3D, but it's really just a two-dimensional hat. But the fact that he's popping out like that, that's really nice. I like that. So I'm only going to glue the bottom part of his hat right here and a little bit on this side. So let's put his hat on. And now it's time to get our cotton balls out. We could stretch this to add the fur around the edge. So you kind of rip at your cotton ball to separate all the cotton. And then we're going to glue that right down on the edge of his hat. Remember, stretching it out, making it nice and fluffy, just like Santa would wear his fluffy hat. And at the end, right here on the ball, that's also got fur. And even though it's not on the flat on the surface, it still needs fur. So I'm going to make it in a little bit of a ball shape and stick it right to it. Look at how nice that looks. See that? It's not flat on the paper. That looks really cool. I love that. Okay, now we're making him like a Santa Claus. So what does Santa have? Santa's got a beard. So let's stretch some more cotton for a beard. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. So let's add some glue underneath his chin. Because this, and a little bit down in a V shape, because that's the shape the beard's going to take on, somewhat of a V. Up, see, there's some beard going on over here. And of course, a mustache. A mustachio. Let's add some fur for his mustache. Ho, ho, ho. He's a happy Santa snowman. There we go. What do you think of that, Santa? Okay. So let's put my glue away for now. Put the cotton ball to the side. Now, what should I cut out next? How about we cut out the canary for the Kwanzaa celebration. Separate it from the menorah. Always makes it easier when you separate what you're cutting. Now I'm going to show you an option that you can do when you're cutting. You don't have to cut all the way in between all the candles. If we go right across the top, it will look just as nice. And we'll just get the bottom shape of it. Now these come in all different styles. This is just the one that I chose to make with you. Some resemble the menorah very much. They're on like a pedestal. So you can leave it like that if you choose, or you can cut in between all the candles. And let's see if I do that. I'm just going to cut all the straight lines down. I don't even have to cut around the flame. I'm just making straight cuts right along the candle, each candle. And then I'm going to revisit it again and come back and cut those pieces off. My morning voice is not waking up. This goes 1, 2, 3. And this is not easy, so don't even worry about this, you know. This is just if you really feel ambitious and you want to cut in between these candles. Otherwise, leaving it, the white section in between is just fine. Okay. All right, so we have the Kanara for Kwanzaa. So how about we glue that down right here to the right, or you could glue it anywhere you want. I'm going to put mine right there. And I'm going to go up every candle with my glue so they all stick on to the paper. And I'll put this right here. Very nice, right? Very good. See how that came out? I put that down below. So here we have Christmas represented by Santa Claus we have the canary representing Kwanzaa. Now how about we cut out our menorah? And in this one I'm not going to cut in between the candles. I'm just going to cut right across the top of the flames. Okay, I might cut just in on the first one. Give it that shape of the candles going in on the menorah. Come light the menorah, na 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 na. I'm starting to remember that song. Something about come light my menorah. Well, I miss going to school as a kid. I'm sure you guys do too. We'll be back soon though. They've got a nice special antidote for us, and we're all going to take it and feel better. Feel safer. Okay, so this is how I'm going to cut out the menorah. I'm not going to cut all the way into the menorah. I'll leave the candles solid. And how about we put him on this side? Wow, I made that menorah really big. Much bigger than the canary. Actually, I'm not really sure how big both are. Okay, so I'm going to put this one on this side of my holiday multicultural snowman. Alright, so the last one I'm going to cut out is the Diwali, the clay pot. Now I have to be careful because my gold glitter glue is not dry yet, so I'm going to be extra careful cutting this out. But I sure do like the extra sparkle it added to my clay pot. Sparkle's always good. Okay, so now I'm actually going to put the glue on the paper. I'm going to put that right in the front here. Balance this all out. Stick that on there. Alright, so here we have our Diwali holiday, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Christmas. So let's just add a couple of little fun stuff. I gave you all a nice green Christmas tree, or actually just a tree, a sparkly tree. So let me cut mine. I don't even have to cut it out. I'll just take it off. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it right in my snowman's hand, like he's holding the Christmas tree. See that? And then what I'd like to do is I'd like to add some glitter snowflakes. But if you don't have glitter snowflakes, maybe you just have paint, or you only have crayons, all you have to do to create a snowflake, here's a piece of paper. I'm going to draw one for you. When you draw a snowflake, it's so easy. X marks the spot. And then all you do is put another line in, and there you have a snowflake. All you got to do, make it X. X marks the spot. Oops, my dog's over there. She scared me. X marks the spot. And then another line right through it. So maybe I'll add, I like these blue. I'm going to add some blue snowflakes behind my snowman to make it look like it's snowing. And you could do the same thing. You don't have to, but you can. And if you're in school, your teacher should have this little soft white glitter that I sent in. And you can use that to sparkle up your snowflakes, which I'm going to do too. So hang on, let me go get my sparkles. I'll be right back. Okay, so I sent something like this in with your teacher. And believe it or not, this is enough for probably the whole school. So I'm going to get my liquid glue out now for this, because this is where the big guns come in. We need this stuff, the heavy duty glue. And I'm just going to crisscross everything I made right here. And one here. And here. This is one way of doing it. And then there's an easy way to do this. I'll do it on the other side. So once you do this, we take this pretty stuff and we shake it. I gotta get it up first. There we go. We sprinkle it on. It's so fine. And it's only going to give it a little shimmer. It's not going to be like really, like, oh, look at the sparkles on that. There's going to be a nice little shimmer to give it that frosty feeling of snow and the cold. Notice that we have a blue background, but some of you might have a pink background, but the blue usually represents the cold. Cool color, blue, cold. Okay, so now we're going to shake this off onto a clean piece of paper. And you see how it just has a nice little glitter to it? Just a nice little frosty sheen. Now we're going to take what we just used, and this is how we don't waste anything. I'm going to put it back into this bottle by closing it up and funneling it right in. See that? That's why I say that's enough for the whole school if you use it properly. Now the other way, which is even easier, is just take some glue stick. You don't have to make the X's. You can just make little circles of glue. See, you can't really see this because it's clear, but I just made little round circles of glue because, again, we're just giving it that frosty look. So this will stick to all the glue and give our little snowflakes a nice frosty look. And I might even just press some down and make sure it sticks to this glue because it's different than my liquid glue. And again, get my clean piece of paper and let's shake this all off onto that. You see how that came out? The difference between the two? Hang on, let me put this back into my little bucket or my little glass container here. We don't like, I don't waste anything. Recycle, reuse. There we go. Okay, let me put this away now. And I'm going to bring the camera up so you can see me. I'm back. And here we have it. We have our multicultural Santa, or snowman, multicultural snowman. We have 4 traditions celebrated on one page. Kwanzaa, Diwali, Hanukkah, and Christmas. I think this came out really beautiful. I hope you enjoyed making this as much as I enjoyed creating it. And I want to wish you all a wonderful holiday. Please be safe. Enjoy your time with your family. Enjoy the holiday. Be good, be safe, be healthy. And guess what? I'll see you next year. Can you believe it? A new year is coming. 2021. Enjoy your time off. Relax. Try to do some art. It's always even more relaxing, more fun, and great for your soul. Okay? All right, boys and girls, this is Miss Lisa saying ciao for now from my table of art. I miss you, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye-bye, kids.